Through these halls, where lovers get lost and lust consumes the wicked, a place where reality collides with fantasy, in the pages where romance is second to none. Welcome to the Lover's Library.
Hey lovers!
I'm Carly.
I'm Sydney.
And I'm Zoe.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Guess who we're talking about today?
Oh,
Penny Reid!
Penny,
Penny
Penny, Penny,
Reid.
Penny, 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 Penny. We love you! Girl, you commented on our TikTok! Girl.
I can't believe it.
I was like at work trying to be all professional and I was freaking out and I was probably turning red and I can't really turn red, and it was like crazy.
I was a little sweaty.
Yeah. I was at home minding my own business and I saw that my TikTok, or our TikTok, which I kind of manage, it had all these notifications and I was like, what the heck is going on?
Ting, 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 ting.
And I looked and I was like, all these people were commenting on our Penny Reid video. And all of a sudden I saw that she had commented on it and I started screaming, and producer Adam was in our shop working on a car, and I went like running down the stairs and I'm like, she noticed that. She commented. She did. And he's like, what is going on? I was like, Penny Reid. She commented on our video. And then I read it to him and he's like, oh, that's cool. Like he got excited too, but I was literally shaking for a good like 30
She's so
minutes
funny
after.
and nonchalant.
I know.
Like, bitch, do you not realize how much, well, I was going to say we love you, but in all honesty, this was my first Penny Reid book.
Yeah.
You guys have switched me over to the dark side.
Yes.
We love Penny girl. Listen, if you ever want to be on a podcast, you are more than welcome to come on here, honey. We love, like, I don't think you understand. You're like Jane Austen, honey, and that's a pretty high honor if you asking me.
From the first page, I was in love. I was laughing. I was like, "This."
That's what I meant.
I'm in
That's
it.
where it's at with me.
Yeah.
She is so funny.
I was just worried it was going to be like the hype some other authors get that I've read their books, and I'm like, I don't get it.
Right.
I got it.
Her
Thank you.
spice is
Chef's
Spice.
kiss.
and then she like brings out the humor, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
I've read almost all of her books,
It's like
and I love them all.
Their internal dialogue is so funny. It's like
Yeah.
something that I would actually think.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I laugh out loud constantly.
So okay,
Same.
okay. Penny.
Okay.
Penny.
What's
So-
the scoop?
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're covering Homecoming King by Penny Reid.
Of course.
So what's the scoop?
By who?
Penny
Who's
Reid.
this author?
See how many times we can say her name in this episode alone.
If you
God.
do, we'll send you something. Anyways.
So, I said we are finally covering a Penny Reid book, The Love of My Life.
Oh, God.
I said Penny Reid is a badass. She used to write federal grants proposals
Oh, this
as
is so much
a
more fun.
biomedical researcher.
Dang.
Now she writes our beloved books with Spice. She lives in Seattle with her husband, 3 children, and dog Hazel.
Oh.
Her other prominent series is the Winston Brothers series.
Oh, so good.
Yes, I think a lot of people are.
That's where I was introduced to her.
I'll
but-
read it, I promise.
Yes, and then the
I'll read
Knitting
all
in
of
the
her
City
books after
series.
this.
They're so good. There's the Love Hypothesis. All those. Oh my gosh, so many good. She has a new one coming out that is like a Pride and Prejudice spinoff.
I'm so excited.
I want to read
about
every
it.
Pride and Prejudice spinoff,
Yes.
honestly.
Let me see what it's called. I just have it pulled up. It's like
Or-
Pride and Dad Jokes or something. Let me find it. I should have had this.
Pride and Prejudice and dad jokes, is that what you just said?
It's called Pride and Dad Jokes. And then
Okay.
she has a series Folked Up, like all folked up.
Yeah.
There's all different ones. They're so funny. The titles are great. They're all so good.
I just
So
freaking love her, man. And there was a like, I want to say it was inspired by Penny Reid, but it's like a historical romance
mhm.
by another author. But she was like doing the not the knitting in the city
Yeah.
version.
She has a
of that.
lot of spin-offs of her books. There's a lot of authors that do a lot.
You know
a
what's
lot
so
of
funny?
spin-offs.
Because
What?
every time you guys were talking about it, I thought you were saying nitty in the city,
Oh.
but you were saying knitting.
Knitting in the city.
And I didn't realize that until
Knitting in the city.
I was
I
reading
did it
this
to
book
ladies
and she
knitting.
likes to knit. And I was like, oh my God, they're saying knitting. So I thought that was pretty funny,
Yes.
actually.
I mean, it could be misunderstood, but we are speaking of the hobby of knitting.
I also like knitting.
I
No,
want
that's
to
not
get
true.
into it. I've tried.
Knitting is too hard for me, so I crochet.
Well, you would fit in with the group because one of the girls crochets.
This girl does in this book.
Okay, should we get to it?
Let's get into it. Summarize it for us.
All right.
Tell
So,
me about this book.
Homecoming King. We have Abigail McNary. McNary.
McNerney.
Either way, Abigail is minding her own business, just living her life as a bartender, trying to recover from the mess her ex-husband left her in.
Ooh.
That guy.
When here comes Rex McMurdy.
Their
These
names are
names.
so hard to say.
That's what we say, Abby and Rex.
Yes. The pro NFL player, who she has been in love with since kindergarten. Rex is our usual, always the groomsman, never the groom guy, and he hates it.
Mhm.
After an interesting night with Abby, Rex makes a job proposal she can't turn down.
Girl, I would not either.
Mm-mm.
I have a question.
No,
Wait, no,
Lovers quarrel.
this is about the title.
Okay.
okay.
Because I don't think that he was the homecoming king in their high school.
But I think if you think about it in the aspect of their
He's
hometown,
homecoming.
and like he
He's
was
coming home.
he was the popular guy. Like he probably was homecoming king when they went to high school
Oh, okay.
and all
Okay.
that.
It
And
was
she had
just-
this huge crush
The
on
whole
him. and
time I was like, is this ever going to come up? And it didn't, so I was confused. But now I understand.
I think it has to do more of the person, like he's coming home.
my
kinda
brain
thing.
doesn't think figuratively.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Okay,
I read the next one.
That's okay.
I read the next one.
It's like the, aw.
Guys,
We love you so
I can't help it.
I love it, though. It's just when you catch it, you're like, oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Wait, the next one is about one of the characters that's in
Drama
this book.
King. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's about Cyrus.
Cyrus, right?
He's
Okay.
And I read it.
Yeah, I want to read that. I see it on your shelf right now.
Yeah, you can borrow it.
Okay, thanks.
I'll
she
let
gonna
you
take
know.
That's what I
I
was going for.
we're really getting off key here, but
Yes, just-
I practiced the annotationing. I started an annotation in that book.
Oh,
And
So
good.
if you want to annotating
Is that what it's called?
words,
We're not authors.
right?
Yeah, that's not our job. We just talk.
So I did highlight in it, and it hurt me a little to do it, but it was fun.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm glad you did it.
can we say, okay, lovers quarrel. I freaking love Abby.
Me
I
too.
felt like we were the same awkward person.
Yeah.
For real. Well, not, I meant like, well, yeah, you're awkward. I was trying to like cover that up. But
I just, no, I love the things that she says, like the thank you. It has pockets.
I
That's
know.
totally me.
I'm going to put that in my
Me
vocabulary
too.
now because that was so funny.
Oh, I freaking loved it. So one of the things I really liked about her was how much she enjoyed like decorating for holidays.
Mm.
Me
and
too.
making
I
her
put that in my
pottery.
notes that she
Yeah.
like, I just love that she's crafty because I'm crafty.
Yes. I thought the Halloween decoration of all of the
I'm
heads
super creepy.
was freaking hilarious. I was laughing so hard. So for our, I guess if we want to do a timeline review, she works in the bar and she has it decorated with these like, were they lights? Like string lights? Or they were just strings with the little ceramic heads on
I
them?
think they were strings with the heads.
Yeah, they were like little doll heads that she made out of pottery clay or whatever. And she has the bar all decorated up. And she's at the bar and she's working, and then all of a sudden this like giant guy comes in and sits down at the bar.
Mm.
And she realizes it's Rex right away, right?
Not until she saw his driver's license.
That's right.
Yeah.
When she went up to him at
Uh-huh.
first, because she's like this huge guy, and she's like, "Oh, great, it's about closing time and all this stuff." But her and her friend were talking about him from across the bar before she went up to him and saw that he was like who he was.
Right.
And they said something that made me laugh so much. She said, hot guys have hot guy problems, which are like first world problems on steroids.
I highlighted that too.
Put that on a shirt.
I freaking love that. But yeah, she goes over to him and realizes who he is. Whatever. He orders a drink. She serves him. By the end of the night, she like can't get him to leave. And she finally realizes that he is freaking shit-faced.
Hammered.
Out.
And she's like, oh my gosh.
And she is a really good person.
I know. I would have shoved you in a cab and said, bye.
Peace out, dog.
Right.
Not my problem.
But we wouldn't have gotten the story that we got if she wasn't such a good person.
She's too good. Like, the
Honestly.
things that she did were gross.
Even the saying yes
went-
to this whole scenario. Like, if
Oh,
put
she
in-
wanted it though. It would be different.
Yeah.
It
I
would
know,
be different if you
but-
like someone that much. For
he
so
barfed in
long.
her car. I'm out.
Right, yeah, immediately.
If you
no.
love somebody though, you do a lot of things you don't think you'd ever do.
Ugh, that's true.
But I mean, I feel like, sure, you could say she was in love, but I think there was an infatuation before we got to this in love, by the end of the
Which can also be kind of worrisome because you're like you're
They don't
infatuated
live
with this
up to
person.
your
Yes,
expectations. Mhm.
exactly.
And she got past trauma with her ex-husband and all this stuff. So I would have been like, no, I've done the married thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. I'm good, bruh. Like this
Yeah.
this ain't for me.
She brushed his teeth.
She did.
She
His vomit
So
teeth.
she's
catch-
a good. She's
to
Mother
catch everyone
Teresa.
up. So she
Sorry, yeah.
realizes he's very, very, very drunk. He can't even stand up.
No.
He had a horrible experience like a year before with a cab driver who tried to like rob him and
Yeah,
so
held him
she-
at knife point or something.
Yeah. And so she didn't want to put him through that. And so
Mhm.
she was like, can I take you home? Can I take you to your parents? He's like, no, I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anyone to call. And she's like, well, shit, I can't like just dump you. You're famous. Like
Yeah.
people will see you. It's going to be bad for you. I don't want
Yeah.
to do that
It's
to you.
gonna
I just
get
want to make
worse.
sure you're safe.
I think part of it was that she knew, like, as a bartender, you're not supposed to serve hammered drunk
Yes.
people.
And she said that.
Yeah, but she didn't realize how drunk he was. So I think that was a little bit of like,
Guilt
oh
a
God,
little
I
bit.
have to take
Yeah.
care of him because I did this.
Yeah.
But yeah, took him home and everything.
He threw up in her car.
Mm.
She
He
took his clothes off and washed them.
but she didn't touch him. She used oven mitts.
Yeah. That was what I thought was weird because the next day she was using them and I was like, did he still have the vomit on
Right,
him?
right.
Did you wash the oven mitts?
Tell me you cleaned the oven mitts. Maybe she had more than one
Ugh, I'm
set.
I
hoping
got
so.
two pairs.
I think we only have one single oven.
I was gonna say, don't you
In
guys
this
just use
situation,
rags?
You have to get creative with other hands.
You got a strong one hand for the bit.
You guys, you wouldn't think that we've been married as long as we have and lived in a home for as long as we. Yeah, we only have one oven mitt.
I'm gonna get you a pair of oven mitts. Just a pair, so you got three now.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, let's move on. Keep going.
Well, so she gets him home. We talked about it. She gets him all cleaned up, gets him put to bed.
She blew up the air mattress with her air,
Yeah.
her lungs.
Yeah.
she
Oxygen.
didn't have any other way to do it.
She blew with her.
I would have
guys,
died. I would have
this
had an
book.
asthma attack and died right there.
I use one of those nose Fritas for his nose. And let me tell you, I thought I had real good lungs. See?
That's so gross.
And it is.
It
That's
won't get in your
disgusting.
mouth.
It doesn't
There's
matter.
literally
Filter.
no way.
But
You would have to fill the entire thing up.
You're about to have to
I have
clean
this
my vomit
spiel
up
at
with
work.
oven mitts.
but anyways, the amount of like inhale that you have to do to get as much as you can.
This is disgusting.
If it was had to go the other way and I had to blow up the even going back to when we were on our trip and having to blow up that mattress and then to wake up and it be on the ground, you know how offended I would have been?
I was okay. This is one thing that I thought was funny is that I was like, damn, what kind of mattress does she have? Because that big old dude slept on that thing all
Yeah.
night and it didn't deflate.
Yeah.
And,
And
she blew it up with her
he
mouth.
was tossing and turning the whole time.
Yeah.
I had a lot of questions.
Penny,
And I
we
was
gotta
awake for
know.
most of the time that I was on that blow up mattress, so I don't know what that. So it was a user error for me, not for her. But anyways,
Oh my gosh.
so anyways, he wakes up and
He's
still
confused.
She's still there,
Mhm.
and she was just like, "Hey, hi."
Yeah, she's making her breakfast with her celebratory bacon.
Yeah, this girl.
I was like kind of making fun of her for like doing the same thing every day, but I am a creature of habit. If I could eat the same thing every day and do the same thing every day, I totally would.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I'm
I
okay
need
with it.
variety.
But I would not eat eggs every day because I don't eat eggs.
I do get burnout on food sometimes when I eat the same thing.
I don't. I was hyper fixated on waffles with honey for like a whole month.
We love you.
Only the frozen ones. That's all I could eat.
Really?
I would look at it and be like, I don't want to eat that. And my brain was like, that's the only thing you're allowed to eat.
Oh, no. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yeah. That's it.
Dang.
Can't help it. Anyways,
so we talked about so we talked about the breakfast and all this stuff. And she's kind of replaying the night to him because he has no idea what happened, but he faintly remembers asking her to marry him in the car. And she says, "No take backsies."
Yeah. She was so mean.
I just loved it. It was so funny. I was like, he can't do anything wrong.
I
just love him so much.
You know what? This is one of the reasons why I like Penny Reid. So, Penny, I'm gonna highlight you for a second. Given the situation, she still makes the dialogue very relatable.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
I think that's one of the reasons why I've enjoyed her writing and writing style and just the way that she creates scenarios. Even like this is an out of this world kind of might never happen to anybody. It just kind of exists in the book world. But the way that she creates characters, I think it's so wonderful. And it makes you become Abby. It makes you think about from the perspective of Rex and all their friends and coworkers and everything like that. So for me, Penny girl, that's why I love you so
I think that's
much.
why she has such a big following and people are like so into it because you just get sucked into her world. And you're like, no, these people are real. I don't know what you're talking
about. This is my cousin in Kentucky. I know them. I ain't got a cousin in Kentucky, but if I had one, that would be one of them jokers in there.
Well, okay, so they have their talk. You guys, Adam's gonna have his work cut out for him.
Enjoy.
He's over there rolling his eyes.
This is probably one of my best
so much
episodes.
shit to cut out.
Anyways, go ahead.
So, Rex comes back to the bar, and she's working, and he's like, comes around and says, "Hey, why don't you fake date me, fake marry me?" Because he kind of lets us in on he's training wheels. Everyone calls him training wheels. And it's basically he gets girls ready to marry his friends. Like he's the one that gets them all ready and sends them off to get married.
Because the next person they date is who they get married to.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's so sad that how it really hurts him. Like
it
really hurt his feelings.
His
and like, he was just so sad about it.
But also he pushes it. Like he could keep dating these girls.
I was gonna say, we find out later that he's like he
setting them
sees
up.
them and he's like, she would go really well with him. Like, you know, why? I mean, he's just being a good friend, I think. Especially if he didn't have like a big attraction to that person in the first place and was just like going on a date with them to an event because he has to take people to these events.
Yeah, and he's just appeasing whoever wanted to
trying to do what he's supposed to do and all these things. But so she thinks about it. He's like, I'll pay you, I'll provide you with clothes and plane tickets and anything you need to do this. I just need you to go to events with me and like weddings or anything I'm invited to, and I need you to fake marry me or like really marry me. And she's like, I'll think about it. And then he said, well, let's go on like a trial run kind of thing.
Oh yeah, the wedding.
Yeah.
Wait, can I say something real quick before we move on to the next part of the book? This is a funny part to me where like her boss was like, she wanted a soup and like grilled cheese, and he was like, Walker, if somebody comes in here and sees you with soup and a sandwich, they're gonna want one, and we only serve bar stuff, and so like,
and then Rex walks in and wants the same thing she has,
and he was like, okay, yeah. But I loved him and his like big brotherness.
Me too.
He did. He was a wonderful character.
Yeah. He was one of my favorites. Oh, Jinx.
Stop it.
Get out of my head.
I'm gonna have to get off the couch. We're gonna have to switch spots.
Okay, the wedding.
Well, so she goes to a
Rehearsal
dinner or like a dinner
before the
thing
wedding.
before the wedding, and that's when she runs into Cyrus,
who was her bestie in middle school and
Really?
kind of in high
The guy
school.
that like
and then he
did
ended
they
up
date?
he liked her.
He asked her
He-
out, but she said no.
Right. He's the guy in the next book.
Yeah, and he's like, she's always loved her ex and all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and so she sees him, and this guy, he is a charmer.
Mm-hmm.
He is lovey-dovey, and I was like very nervous about him at first.
I know I had the red flags.
I was like,
up until, like,
no,
the very
no,
end.
no, go away. I like
You're ruining
you.
everything.
You're too good. No, but don't. I was like, she needs to be with Rex. Stop it.
You shut your mouth.
I
You
thought
shut
he
your
was going to
dirty
come
mouth.
in the middle of them, but turns out I was very wrong.
Yes, I was worried that was what's happening. But so they do the date. Then she goes to the wedding. She gets paid for all of it. And they come to the conclusion of like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And she's starting to struggle with feelings for him.
Oh, yeah.
We already
She's
knew
like,
that was going to happen.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
So she's like struggling, and she's like, what'd she say? She's like, bosses are just stick figures in business appropriate attire. They're just stick figures in business appropriate attire. I was like, oh my gosh. So she's trying to like rewire her brain
That'd be
to
so hard.
not
Yeah.
be attracted to him. But at the same time, he's falling for her.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, how did I miss her this whole time?
Ugh.
Like,
Those moments in books just like,
I know.
that's
you know, it
scrumptious.
makes you just want to go up to Rex and give him a big titty twister. Like, you fucker!
That is not what I was thinking of.
Stomp your foot. I was here the whole time.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they got together in high school, maybe it wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
That's how I always think about things. Like,
Sounds like Adam and me.
Oh.
gross.
We didn't start dating until after high school, too. Oh.
I love that.
I was in
I
like
was still
middle
in high
school when
school, though.
Peyton graduated.
Gross. All right.
Moving on.
So they start texting, and you know, she's going to these events. One of the big things he really wanted her to be there for was the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
So she's meeting all the wives. They're all really cool.
They're fantastic. I love them.
Yes, and
It's
they like to
giving-
knit, right?
I was worried that like
what's,
at least one of them was going to
Travis
be
Kelce's
mean.
brother's wife's name?
Kylie.
Kylie. Ooh, that was a family
Travis
history.
Kelsey's brother's wife.
I knew
was
exactly-
going through the whole
Only
thing.
you could only
His
say
name is
that to
Jason.
me, and I would know exactly.
I'm so glad that you know.
I
It
love
was
them
giving
so much.
that in the last game that Taylor was at with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was. That's what it was giving.
I love
I try to bring cultural things from your
Yes.
side of the world
it.
into the podcast.
Well,
See, I'm making it work. See, the
Oh my-
Taylor about it all.
oh
It's
my
not
goodness.
Brittany and Taylor. It's what's her name?
Kylie.
Kylie. And
I
Taylor.
wonder if you're saying Kaylee because that was Abby's best friend in the book.
Oh yeah.
You might not be, but that was a good segue back to it.
Oh, and her best friend is a lawyer,
And
which
she
comes
read
in
the
handy
prenup.
because
Yeah.
we should talk about the prenup before Thanksgiving, because don't they get married after that? At some point,
They were already married at Thanksgiving.
they
No?
were.
No.
I can't. I think they might. I don't remember. They do, in fact, get married. They do, like legit pen and paper.
On the ink is dried.
It
on
is
the
dried.
paper.
They are married legally,
Dun, dun,
binding
dun.
documents.
Yeah, she says legally they're married, but they're fake married. I'm like, gosh, bitch,
Yeah.
we all know you're in love.
Right.
Stop it.
Just give
But well, okay. So the Thanksgiving game, she hits it off with all the girls and everything, and she's like, "We can do this, you know. I'm gonna figure this out."
hmm
And when they meet in the locker room, he says, "Just do whatever the other wives do." And she's like, "Okay." So she's watching all the other wives greet their like husbands.
I thought this was going to be like, yay, like they were going to have like streamers. They did not have streamers. They were having,
Other
they were all
things.
getting it on.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
When all the wives saw their husbands, they like ran up to him and jumped on him, and everyone was making out and dry humping and all the things.
She can't find Rex, and then finally he comes out of a different room with a couple other players. She thinks that he's
on.
Yeah, he does. She thinks that he might be injured, so she's like debating if she wants to jump in his arms, whatever. And then should we skip because that might be third date material?
Yep. So we'll say some things happen, and it kind of starts the theme of
in a gray sweatpants kind of way.
The evening.
I think they were blue.
Oh, should have been gray.
Oh my gosh, he freaking falls for her so hard.
Oh, so hard and so fast.
Yeah,
He loves this girl.
They're
know.
they're so dumb.
for sure.
Why?
But she's figured it out, but she's like all freaking out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
As she should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
come on.
So they go down to the Thanksgiving dinner, and they are talking. He pulls her off to a conference room so that they can talk, because she has decided at this point that felt too real. And she's like, I'm about to get my heart broke. Like, this isn't real for him. It's real for me.
Like, you're going to get hurt again, all over again.
Right.
Yeah. And so she's like, I'm prepared. Okay, I'm going to talk to him, and I'm going to tell him I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And so he takes her into the conference room because they have said we need to talk. And she tells him, she's like, I'm not doing this. And he's like, yeah, no, let me talk first.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically like
You better
spills
take
it.
over, boy.
He spills it. And but she had told him, she said, I'd like to remain friends if possible. And he says, that's never gonna happen.
I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah.
I want to be in love with you for the rest of my life.
Everything he said, I just was like swooning. He says, falling for you was like gravity.
I
And then he
highlighted
said-
that every time they said it.
And then he says, it fucking hurts how much I miss you, and I don't want this.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, you're just so in love that you're afraid.
I felt in love all over again.
Yeah.
My
But
heart hurt.
also, she said something that ties into what you and I said about having all this build up to liking somebody, and then you're actually in that relationship, and will it stand up to everything? Because she said she said, you're all my fantasies, every single one.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
she meant that in a
scrumptious, I tell
different
ya.
way. I think at the time she was like, they were talking about fantasies, like, what's your fantasy kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like you, like everything I think up of, you're like the main character. But at the same time, if that's all you're thinking about that all the time, and then it happens in real life, and you're like, well, that wasn't as good as it was in my head. Who knows?
But I just have to think, like, it would just be so hard for her to go after it.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that she was trying to end it, but he finally figured out that he was in love with her, and he was trying to make sure she didn't end it.
Yes.
Yeah, so they were just fighting each other
Mm-hmm.
at that point.
So did they end up going their separate ways, and
Heartbreaking.
they haven't like called it,
Mm-hmm.
but she went back home because it was time for her to go back home, and he was doing football stuff. And that's when her ex comes back.
Yeah.
Right?
That fucking guy.
Man,
He
you
is
took the words right
trash.
out
That
of my
had
mouth.
me stressed out. First of all, he is a disgusting human being.
What did he
Seriously.
do? Tell
Second
us
of
what
all-
he did.
Sit-
Okay, well,
Give,
he...
give us the tea,
Okay,
honey.
let me tell you.
us.
This motherfucker was 31 when he
Gross,
met
31. Sorry.
15.
She was 16 when she started her job.
Yeah.
And
She's
he
just the baby.
was like, you obviously grooming her like into this weird, showing off how much money he had, how he just adored her and like laughed at all her jokes, but it was fucking creepy because she was a child. And
That was a juicy burp.
gross.
Oh, gross.
My boy. My boy.
Sorry, everybody. Keep going, girl. Tell us the tea. He wanted to really get into that tea.
So he convinces her to marry him. When she's 18, they were together for months, not even very long.
I
She,
think 3 months.
yeah, she gets arrested, doesn't know why, finds out that he's in some scheme of stealing people's money. He's not actually an investment banker or whatever.
Yeah. Muzzling. What's it called?
Embezzling?
Embezzling.
Muzzling dogs. That's
This is why Penny's the author and I'm the reader, okay?
he's muzzling.
Embezzling. And stole so much money from so many people. They finally figure out while she's in jail that she had nothing to do with it because she was a child and had only been with him for a couple months.
Yeah.
But somehow the judge still rules that she has to pay back some of his debt.
Well, it's because they were married. And
I
then
think
when
that's
they
bullshit.
do the
I don't care.
divorce, they file bankruptcy, and she's still responsible for a portion of the debt accrued
When they were married.
when they were together.
Yeah.
Because you remember in the prenup with Rex,
Mhm.
he made a point
Yeah.
of saying, like, any debt acquired while we were married is not.
I know. I thought that was really
yours.
nice of him. That
Like,
he
he did that specifically because
Mhm.
he knew what was going on.
But so this a-hole shows back up when Rex is in Chicago
Mm-hmm.
and
Of course.
is like trying to charm his way back into her life. But then when she
Well,
says
he's
she's not buying it, he starts threatening her
Yeah.
and
Because he
calling
wants
her
more money.
mean names. And Walker,
Mhm.
great guy that he is, comes out, sees him, and says, "Get out." And when he says no, he said, "Okay," and fucking tied his hand behind his back, slammed his face on the bar, and kicked him
Mhm.
out. And
That's
we
my man.
we don't know it at the time, but Rex is outside talking security, Walker's outside talking to security, and he calls Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't remember what happened.
That's when Rex comes back. He puts her in the hotel.
Oh yeah,
Things
gets
start
security.
Things start to get very interesting there. But then it comes Christmas time,
Mhm.
and they go to his Aunt Sal and Uncle
Oh, I
Terry's
love
house.
that part.
I freaking loved them.
Me too. Great
And
people.
This is the point where they both realize what they mean to each other.
It took
Yeah.
him long enough.
Oh yeah, for
Man.
real. They they have Christmas with his family. She really wants to stay because she's having so much fun. She's like, I haven't had this much, like, felt this good in
She
a
does
long
color
time.
work.
Yeah.
And we just want to learn how to do color
We
work.
can do arts and crafts and make cookies.
Literally my escape from reality.
Yes. And I think that's what it was for her. Like, she's like, I can, like, breathe and just relax.
Mm-hmm.
And so she talked to him about staying, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. Little did we know he was planning to
I know. I just wish
invite
they
her
would
back to Chicago with him.
open their mouths and say the words.
Right?
Just say it.
It's okay if you want, if she wants to stay, but you can also let her know that you were planning on inviting her back to Chicago
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Hey, we can come back and see my aunt and uncle anytime.
Yeah.
Come with me for this week.
Yeah.
And
He was
we'll
like,
have a
I was
great
hoping
time
you'd
together.
come with me.
But no.
She had
he
no
said,
idea that
okay,
was
bye.
even- Yeah. She had no idea that was even an option. Because at that point they were together,
Mhm.
you know. But in the middle of a snowstorm, he hops on a plow and heads on out to the airport.
Yeah. And they get stuck with no internet, no phone service.
Mhm.
So she doesn't even know if he made it safely. I would be vomiting with
Yeah.
stress.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally she gets a call from
They get
the agent, right?
Yes, it's his manager, like, agent lady.
Mhm.
And she says, you know, what? You're not with him? You were supposed to fly out, like, together. He was going to invite you back. And she's like, he never did. And they get cut off.
Yeah.
And then she watches the football game.
But it's like a week later.
No,
I feel like
it was like a day. I don't think
Wasn't she
going
gonna
to
stay the whole week? I thought she was gonna stay the whole week.
Yeah. I
And
can't
then-
remember.
I don't know, because I know it was at least a couple days that she didn't hear from him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's in between those.
but
in between
anyway,
the day
yeah.
and a week.
Yeah. Well, she stayed, and the Christmas football game happens, and she watches it. They win. Did they win?
Mm-hmm.
I can't
I
remember.
don't
He had
know.
an awesome game,
Yeah.
regardless if they won or not. And then they announced that he's gonna go do an interview with this freaking anchor dude that's a douchebag. That's the one that's been calling him training wheels the entire time. And she's like, why would he do that? And I think he talks to her. at one point and says, like, watch it.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, he talked to her and said, I'm coming back, but not as soon as I.
Oh, yeah. He's
would
had
like.
something to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when they hear he's going to have.
Even his aunt and uncle were like, why would he do this?
Yeah. Everyone was shocked. And he tells that motherfucker off.
Yeah, he does.
Talk that
In the
talk, Rick.
nicest way, though.
Yeah.
Like,
and he mic drops it and just gets up and leaves.
just tells him he's a disgusting human.
Yeah.
I really wish he would have punched him, but it makes sense that he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not that kind of guy.
No.
Not that kind of guy.
It was fantastic. Tells him off and then jumps back on a plane and heads back to
Go get his woman.
exactly on Christmas Eve? ?
Perfect timing.
No, the game was on Christmas.
Oh, so he comes back
So it was
Christmas
after.
night.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got home late Christmas night.
Christmas.
Yes.
Very late. Very, very late.
And when he's on the way back, she decides that she has the perfect Christmas gift to give him, and she needs a tiny crochet hook and some gold wire
something
/
like
yarn.
That was the freaking cutest thing ever.
I know. I was like, should I do that?
Right?
If you did that, that would be so awesome.
Right? Oh my God, I would love it.
And then we can post that.
Well, he gets home and they decide
It's
they're
official.
It's a thing. But her proposal to him, one of the things she says is, I want you to be my husband. I want to be your wife. I want to have a life with you. Children, dogs, cats, maybe some chickens or a fish. No peacocks. They're bastards. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I freaking love you, Penny.
Except I also hate chickens. Sorry.
Chickens are freaking scary. Roosters are the devil.
There was just so many quotes in this book that I was like, I agree with that. That's so funny. I love that.
Yeah.
She says one that in Texas, sometimes when folks make an offer, it's really just a not so subtle hint for the other person to do
Yes.
something. I was like, that is
Yeah.
so true.
You want me
Yeah.
to get the door for you?
Yeah. I was like, okay,
Meaning
I
you
love
need
that.
To go get the door for me.
Yeah. Oh. Did you read the epilogue or the bonus?
was
the
it
hell?
like in the book? Or did you have to go to a link to get it?
I had to go to a link.
Oh,
I
no.
think. Do you want to hear?
Now, boy.
Yes.
They're married 5 years later,
Oh, yeah, I read that.
and they have a baby Wyatt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
I
this
was like, that's cute.
sweet?
That's
It
when
was
she
so
wears
good.
the elf costume.
Yeah, the elf costume. Yeah.
Uh,
Should we do third date?
let's do it.
We kind of talked about how she was so careful to change him after the bar. I talked
Mhm.
about that. I said Penny is so good with the slow burn.
Before we do third date, I just want to say that I love that she opened every chapter with a quote.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite
Yes.
things. I love it
They-
so much.
What book? I think were they all no, these weren't all from the same book.
No.
Though Drama King, I feel like they were all from the same book.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Or something. It was a hard word.
But I also thought it was really funny that she thought she had such bad luck that she was gonna get a yeast infection.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, something smells really yeasty and it's not the bread. And I was like, what?
Can we put that on a shirt? That is funny. I mean, I don't know who's gonna wear it, but
I was like, I don't want to wear that.
Oh my
God.
Put
Okay.
on a sticker.
The third date.
Okay. One of the first spicy scenes that I had was in the car
Oh, the
when
limo.
Rex takes her phone
Yeah.
and she's like trying to scramble to get it back and she ends up straddling him.
Mm-hmm. She didn't even realize it. I was like, girl.
What a predicament we're in here.
I see where we have ended.
Fancy seeing you here. Is that a flashlight in your pocket?
Oh my
Or are you just happy to see me?
That should be a TikTok.
Or in this case,
when you do
is that
different
a mag-
items.
Is that a mag light in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see?
Can we make that TikTok? That's so funny.
Oh my gosh. So the kiss. Did you have anything between that you wanted to talk about?
What
I was
kiss?
going to mention the Thanksgiving football game, post-football game kiss.
Please don't point at me with two fingers.
She did say, whoa.
This is where we should have had video evidence of that.
Yes.
I just watched a video about fingers. That's why I'll have to send it to you.
Don't send us
Please
a finger
don't.
video.
It was really
Keep that
funny.
one to yourself.
It was not. It was just a funny video.
Oh,
yeah.
So
I bet.
anyways, the kiss.
No, we didn't send it.
She runs and jumps into his arms in the locker room. Well, not really. No, she decided not to jump.
Yeah, 'cause she's scared.
Yeah, but she kisses him like the flattest, terrible, awful kiss. And
Yep.
he's like, oh my God, she's kissing me. So he macks on her.
Ooh, here, I got it. He angled my chin by tugging on my hair.
I love that.
Oh, and then
Love a
he
good
picks
grip
her
in the
up
back of
by
my
grabbing
hair.
her ass. He literally like
Yeah. He
picks
said,
her up.
oh, we're doing this.
I said, I
And
love a
we're
good
in it.
strong man that just picks her up.
After that was the hotel conference room.
Yep, the conference room.
And that was so funny when his friend walked in and was like, I'll keep guard for you guys during this Hallmark scene.
Yes. I love how they're talking and she's like slowly getting closer and closer to the wall till he has her like pinned up against the wall. But not in like a threatening way. It was just like this heat.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Penny just like builds it up.
I
Yeah.
like that they're very open about what they want sexually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Right.
What does he say? He said, I want to give myself to you, but you have to know I am a selfish asshole sometimes.
That's okay.
Scrumptious.
We're okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Scrumptious.
So he picks her up and has her against the wall, and that's when the friend comes in. They were just making out at that point, but the one of the other football players comes in. He's like, "Whoa, wait, guys! Everyone needs you. Come on, all stand guard. Just come on out. Let's wrap it up here. Let's go." But I liked how he was teasing her at dinner, and he
Oh, yeah.
yeah
With his hand on her thigh.
uh-huh.
I love those
He
scenes in the
did that
books.
at the
Mhm.
Thanksgiving dinner, and he did it at the aunt's friend's
Yeah.
wedding.
Yeah, he did. He was like, you want to try this cake?
Yes.
Like, I have a cake for you to try.
The one, oh yeah, he had his hand like
So
almost.
nonchalant.
Yeah. He pretty much had his hand like almost in her underwear at that, and he was sitting there eating his cake like nothing was going on.
I would die right there. Dead.
I would have been laughing and squealing. Like everyone would have known what
I know,
was,
and
like.
when I get like nervous or flushed, you can tell.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I'm acting like a weirdo. My face is like beet red.
Okay, so the other thing I have is at the at his aunt's house.
When they play out her fantasy.
Well, before that, the aunt had made them sweat like matching sweaters.
Oh,
And he puts
yeah.
his on, and then he goes and helps his uncle with the train. So he's like crawling around helping.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes to help the aunt. And when she goes back in to check on him, he comes crawling out from under like a table. But he's got the sweater on, but now he has gray sweatpants on.
Mm-hmm.
Said, oh.
Ooh, we love a good script. Scrape pants.
We love sweatpants.
We love a good gray pencil.
There you go.
moment.
Oh my gosh.
Have fun with that.
So yeah, so then their first time is the fantasy. So he had mentioned like, what do you want? Like, you know, they're kind of talking and she's like, I've always had this fantasy of like,
Oh, because his fantasy was going down on her in the limo.
yes. Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
kept her panties in his front pocket.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
I was like, girl, I
Kind of
need those.
weird. What are you gonna do with the panties? This is a frequent.
Smell them.
This is a frequent thing. The guys keep the panties as like a souvenir.
Do you wash them?
What do you do with them? Do you wear them?
I don't
when
think they
one's-
wash them to
No one's around.
Maybe it's like
smelling them.
the
Has
by
to
a
be.
thread where he uses them when he masturbates.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Maybe
Throwback.
that's a thing.
Okay.
Don't know.
So what's her fantasy?
So her fantasy was that they would be studying after school, and this was like they were in high
This
school.
made me giggle. I was like,
Yeah.
girl, of course you want to go back to high school.
Oh yeah. They were studying, and he convinces her to take off her clothes, and then things progress.
And they got hot.
Got hot and heavy.
I loved how into it he was, like the fantasy part of it. How he was like
He was acting out so well.
the questions about the books, and he
Yeah.
was like, Just, oh my gosh. It was
He knows how
freaking
to role
hilarious.
play. We're proud of him.
Yeah, he did a good job. I was like, if anyone can make that sexy as hell, it's Penny. Like,
yeah, for real.
if
Good
you
job,
tell
Penny
me,
girl.
hey, we're gonna role play. This book has a really good sex scene in it, and they're role playing being high schoolers studying.
I would just laugh
You're
the
like, what
entire
the
time.
fuck?
I'd be like, I can't.
Penny, you sold it, girl. It's good stuff. But that's all I wrote for. I mean, all of it was good. She really does a good job of like incorporating it at a very good pace throughout the book. So
Yeah.
it keeps you like wanting more.
It was like slow burn, but spicy, and
Yeah.
I needed more.
Yes.
It was great.
I loved it.
I have a couple things that I like highlighted just because I thought they were funny. How she said, "This is not a high school porno, and you can't, or a high school musical porno, and you can't sing for shit." And then she said, like when he kept being around and she was trying to get rid of him,
Uh-huh.
she said, "It's not like I wanted a cookie for being a decent human being, but less temptation would be nice." And then at one point they're making out, and she's like, "I have to stop so I can get breath," but then she called her lungs needy bitches. I was like, girl, what are you talking about?
Yes. I love that. Should we do Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Let's.
Do you guys have picks?
Yes, I'll go first.
Okay.
Please do.
I would F Cyrus, marry Rex, kill Declan, obviously, and my best friend would be Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think her friend was fine, but
She was-
not stable enough.
Yeah, her friend was the lawyer and kind of starting to date this other guy, and
Mhm.
it didn't seem like they had much of a friendship.
Yeah, she wasn't
besides just,
too
like, sharing
into
a
it.
car
Mhm.
and like occasionally getting together for drinks or whatever.
Yeah, so Abby would be my best friend.
Mhm. I had two fucks. I couldn't decide.
Oh my.
And I am not. I am not
At the same time?
Abby.
This is a
Okay,
F&M.
I'm my own person.
Reverse
I'm not
card.
Abby.
Okay.
So I couldn't decide Walker or Cyrus.
I love Walker.
Me
too.
I want to
He's
marry
marriage
him.
quality too.
He is.
Okay, you're gonna like my picks. Then.
So Walker is up there. And Cyrus, he's up
Mhm.
there. He's up there. I just read Drama King, and
I want to read it so bad.
it's fucking good. They're all so good.
I started to really like him, like
Yeah.
toward the end of the book.
You'll this is off topic, sorry, but you will understand him more the way he is and how he interacts with Abby and everybody
Mhm.
when you read Drama King. It explains him a lot.
Okay.
Marry Rex and kill Rex's dad.
Yeah, he sucked.
He sucked. The ex, he's gonna be in jail forever, whatever. Let him rot. But the dad was just crappy.
I feel that. Yeah.
Get him out of there.
Kill everybody.
Kill everyone. Oh, and my best friend would be Abby.
All right, Sid.
Alrighty, here we go.
Break it down.
So this one will do you hear? Oh, sorry, that was a lot of that was part of the bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, the football. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The football player that caught them in the conference room.
Oh yeah, the
I'm
quarterback.
Yeah, I'm gonna F him.
Brian, was that his name?
Okay, I can't remember.
I can't remember, but I feel like he would be a good time. And then we're gonna go
Probably.
ahead and marry Walker.
Okay.
That's my boy right there.
I
I just
see you.
love a good like.
She was explaining how handsome he was and all this stuff, and how he was
and he can cook.
he was protecting her.
Yeah.
Exactly. See,
Great guy.
cared.
you just talking
He could
yourself into
sense. He could sense when something was off with her.
Mm-hmm. But he wasn't pushy because he was like,
No.
when you're ready, I'm here. And I
Yep.
was like, you're a great fucking person.
Yeah. And there was an issue, and he went straight to it and was like, "Talk to me."
Mm-hmm.
No, like you're gonna fucking sit here and talk to me.
it. See,
Marriage material.
Yeah. Oh, for
how
sure.
right am I?
You are.
Okay, I was gonna do F.
But I gave you that idea. You stole my boyfriend.
No, I did not, honey. But okay, and then I agree with you about Rex's dad.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna do the X, but I was like you said. I mean, I agree with what you said for your picks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know what, Abby or Walker, my friends.
Uh-huh.
It's between them two.
I would love for Walker to be my friend.
I think
Right?
Rex too. Rex
If
would
I
be
was
a-
Yeah.
Abby, I would choose Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Those are my choices. Those are my picks.
Nice.
Thank
Do you guys want to see? Okay, you ready for speed date?
Yes.
Do you want to see my people?
Yeah. I picked some too.
I got.
It's
really
gonna
good
be
one.
Travis and
Should we put-
Taylor.
Stop making
No.
fun of me.
Is it?
Who did that?
Is that Peyton?
Producer
Hey!
Peyton picked those two.
I mean, honestly, we're seeing it lived out right now.
No, my picks are
Disagree.
better.
Okay.
Rex is Nick Bosa.
Didn't we pick him for something else?
We talked about it. He was not my pick.
Oh.
I picked Joey, but
Nick
we did talk
Bosa.
about Nick.
Oh,
He's
but we don't like
handsome.
Joey.
Show me, yeah. Show me with his shirt off. Go to images.
That
yeah,
one right there?
show me with his shirt off. Okay, well, I also picked
Ugh,
a football
wow.
player.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's fucking impressive.
Abs and veins for days.
You know, that's good looking, but also muscles kind of scare me when they look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, how are they
ain't got no
popping
muscle.
out of
that's
your
a lot.
body
You
like
don't even
that?
have to have that much. I'm cool with not that.
That looks
But
better.
that's impressive.
That's more approachable.
Yeah.
I don't know
The
how.
18 pack, I'm like, I'm not going to walk
Yeah.
up to him.
But you know what I see when I see guys like that? Like, what kind of life do you have? Because, like, seriously, to maintain abs like that all the time,
You have to be
Mhm.
working
you're
out all the
eating
time.
a certain thing.
Even
Like,
like the
no
movie
slip-ups.
stars who are
You're-
like, oh God, who's
The
Hot
Rock.
Batman?
Who?
Who's Hot Batman? What's Christian Bale? That's not him. Ben Affleck. Oh, he's my favorite Batman, and he's really hot.
Ew.
Don't judge me. I love him. Anyways, so he's ripped when he's Batman, but if he takes like a year off, then he's not so ripped.
Not even a year.
That's crazy.
Give that sucker a week.
Oh yeah, is this my pick? I can't see it. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh yeah. Who is this? Your Rex?
So my Rex is TJ Watt.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, did I mention that
I see you. Oh,
he's a defensive end too?
I was like, I don't know who that
no,
is.
he's not. Is he? He is. Yeah. Okay. So
Yep,
Rex
that's
in
why I
the book was a
picked him.
defensive end, and Nick Bosa is a defensive end, and so is TJ Watt. Did you Google defensive ends?
No, I didn't. I was like, oh, we remember TJ Watt because I remember his brother who I thought played baseball but
Now,
doesn't.
Him right there. Who's this joker?
Reacher.
Alan Richardson.
Who's
Oh.
that? Who picked
Okay.
that?
He's giving.
You
Rex.
picked him too.
No.
Adam did.
Adam didn't even read the
Adam
book.
picks, what's his name again?
He didn't even read the book. Fool.
Oh, that man is beautiful. Beautiful.
I don't like. I don't think his face fits.
No.
Too old. It's TJ Watt.
Anywho,
Judging his picks.
Abby is Rose Leslie.
I don't know who that is. Show me.
She's the girl from Game of Thrones.
Oh, Ingrid. That's not her name.
Ugh.
Egret. I was pretty
can
close.
see it.
I thought she was.
She's gorgeous and I love her.
Yeah.
And I would marry her.
I felt like she was a good pick. Do you have who's yours?
I picked a model. Her name is Carly Kloss.
Oh, I like her name.
Ooh,
How
okay.
she spells it way different than me. A little bit, actually. One letter. Just one letter off.
But she can pull off any hair color, and I mean she's just gorgeous, and she's friends with Taylor Swift. So
Gorgeous, gorgeous,
well, there you go.
gorgeous. Did you pick anyone for Cyrus?
I did.
I did too.
Oh,
and
God.
the second she described him, this guy popped into my head. And
Oh, I love him.
look up a young one. Young, like type young or something. Oh, sorry. Adrian Grenier.
Grenier.
Oh,
yeah,
his
right
long-
there.
Woo!
He's
Or the one to the right.
in a lot of stuff.
What
Yeah.
movie? What's that movie? Entourage.
The one I'm thinking
He
of.
was so cute with his long
Oh
hair.
my
I love a
gosh.
long-haired boy.
Because they said he had the
Yeah. Makes sense.
what did he have? Like a little cleft,
Yeah.
They talked
oh, yeah,
about-
he did.
the little thing, and he had it, and he
Yeah,
had
cleft
dark
lip or
hair.
Joaquin Phoenix has a cleft chin,
The
right?
little
Oh,
chin
I
thing.
Cleft lip. Dang.
No, a cleft
They did
chin.
a really great job.
We are including everyone.
Yeah, I know. We're really inclusive. That one made fun. I promise.
I picked
Oh,
Colin O'Donoghue, who played Captain Hook in the TV show Once Upon a
yeah. I
Time.
love that
And
show.
he is all I could think of because,
Ooh.
damn,
Mm.
look at that man.
Look at with the
Yeah?
green background.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
that fits his
that,
personality right
right.
there.
No.
Oh,
No,
Mm.
you guys got to read Drama King.
He is a drama
You
king.
don't see that?
You should
No.
watch this show.
Okay.
Hook
I
is drama.
Yeah, he is. For sure.
But I love him.
I read Drama King, and my pick is still so much.
I'll keep that in mind.
Adrian Grenier. Oh, it was called Drive Me Crazy. He was on. So Adrian Grenier was on Drive Me Crazy and The Devil Wears Prada. Those were two
The
big
Devil Wears
ones.
Prada.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what because I
Okay.
knew he was in an older movie, which was Drive Me Crazy. But anywho,
I have trivia.
ooh,
Oh, no.
You might get some of these.
I don't know. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, you should be able to get this one because Carly just read the quote.
Drama king.
What animals did Abby say she would not have?
Peacocks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was trying to give Sydney one.
Sorry, I'm too fast.
Fast
Fast as fuck, boy.
What was the football team called?
The Falcons.
No.
That's
no.
kind of close. I do think they're a bird by the name of it.
Ravens?
The Chicago Squalls.
Oh yeah, the
Oh.
squalls.
That's a bird, right?
Is it?
Who knows?
It's not a real team.
Nope, it can't be.
What does
Copyright.
BSE stand for?
BSE?
Big, no,
Big Shirley
sweater energy.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
What song plays on repeat to close the bar?
Was
It's
it-
giving 80s
Was
rock.
it a Christmas?
Uh-huh. Nope.
Is it 80s rock?
Mm-hmm.
Never gonna give you.
It sure
up.
is.
Never gonna let you
Could you tell by my
Never gonna
dancing?
run around and
Desert
desert you.
Good job, guys.
We
That's
can't
good
sing
harmony.
more than that because
That's
we'll
all
get
we. That's all we
copyright.
know.
What was the full-time female security guard's name?
Mary.
Good job.
Uh,
What was
I know
the
what I'm
agent's
good.
name?
Sarah. I don't know. Penny. I don't know.
This is a D.
It's a B.
B.
Brandon.
Bernice.
Bernadette.
What was Abby's favorite movie?
Never gonna give you up.
Nope, I said movie.
I know. I'm trying to think.
Dang it.
Never gonna let Pride and Prejudice.
No, but I would say you're close.
I can't remember.
Huh?
Princess Bride.
Oh, that's a good
Aw,
one.
That is a good one.
What desserts are Abby and Vanessa's favorite?
know?
They talked about this when
Mud
they were comparing
Pie.
Mississippi
Mud
mud pie.
Mississippi
But
mud
yeah, we
pie,
got that right.
And,
And?
Yeah. Ice cream.
No,
I don't know.
I thought it was weird and gross, and I
Like
was
a
like, nobody
peanut butter?
actually likes this.
cream
Jelly.
Almond cake.
almond cake.
Who was the Friday afternoon regular at the bar?
The dentist.
Yep, Owen the dentist.
Owen.
What color was her bouquet at her wedding?
I didn't. Is that in the epilogue?
Nope.
It was a football.
Yeah, it was a trick question. She was holding a football.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like really scouring my brain.
Never gonna give
Where
you
did
up.
she put the sticky note that had Rex's number on it?
In a book
Ooh.
on the shelf.
Uh-huh. What book?
One she would never read. Edgar
Uh-huh.
Allan Poe.
Exactly.
How do I know this?
You're good.
The
man.
last question. Sydney, we're going to give you the first
No.
shot.
I won't say anything.
You shut your mouth.
What was the name of the bar?
Give me a clue.
It's not a farmer.
Give me
Not a farmer, but
a rancher.
uh-huh.
The ranch.
That's nope.
The,
Boozy rancher.
Boozy. What?
I forgot. I had my mouth covered in everything, and then I was like, I took my hand down because I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't remember.
Well, ladies, smash or pass.
Smash! Definitely.
I would smash and then smash again and then smash all of her books that I'm
I've
about to read.
technically read that book
You
twice
are.
now.
Really?
Yeah, because I read it back when we first started the podcast. I had
Oh,
already
yeah,
read
you
it
did.
because we mentioned it early on,
Mhm.
and then I reread it now. So
It was so good.
smash.
Smash also.
Smash, 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 smash. Wow.
So Sydney, what's our happily ever after? It was your pick, I believe.
Our next book is by Lexi Josephine, and the book is called One Call Away.
Yeah.
One call away.
One call.
One call. You know what? We start getting to the late nights, and my accent changes.
She goes through all of them.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
has
So
many characters.
if you want to follow us on, that's the end of the podcast, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to follow us on any of our socials, You can follow us at Lovers Library Pod or Lovers Library Book Club we are just one now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. We are just Lovers Library Pod on Instagram. We do have a Facebook group and page, and it's Lovers Library. And for our book club, it's a private group, and it's Lovers Library Book Club. You're more than welcome to join. We gotta add you. If you want to watch us on TikTok, where Penny Reid, obviously loves us, you can go to lovers.library.po. Guys, that's the end of the podcast. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Happily ever after.
Bye.